Hello there.
Welcome to Star Wars Coffee, the only place in the galaxy you need for all of the latest Star Wars news, leaks, trailers, clips, and more. If you're a daily coffee drinker, welcome back. But if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe.
We would be honored if you would join us.
I haven't taught you everything.
Blast that like button and hit that bell notification so you never miss a new video.
Nice to meet you.
Now it's time to head to a galaxy far, far away. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video we are taking a look at something that most generic fans and general audiences probably didn't notice, but something that some diehards might even have missed if you weren't super locked in and just watching Andor, not on your phone, not doing anything else, just strictly watching and paying attention. And that is the fact that they replaced Jimmy Smits as Bail Organa because he was unavailable for the role, as far as we know. That is the official story at the moment, that he was unavailable for the role. And that Benjamin Bratt has taken over for that role. So Entertainment Weekly was able to get an interview with Benjamin Bratt about taking over the role of Bail Organa from Jimmy Smits, who has been doing it for 20 years, since 2002. First appearing in Attack of the Clones and then appearing in some of the Disney shoot-offs like Obi-Wan and more. So the fact that they even included Bail Organa and replaced a character like Bail Organa from Jimmy Smits, who's been doing the role for over 20 years, is a big deal to begin with. He first appeared in the 6th episode of the 2nd season of Andor as Benjamin Bratt. So if you weren't paying super close attention, you might have just thought it was a random party goer, a random senator, a random bigwig in the Star Wars world, rather than actually Bail Organa, because he is Bail Organa in this show. So that is something that a lot of general audiences probably didn't connect the dots to unless they are really familiar with Star Wars, because Bail Organa isn't one of the names you think of when you think of Star Wars right out the gate. You think of Obi-Wan, Vader, Luke, Anakin, Leia, Han, Chewie, etc. You don't think of, oh yeah, Bail Organa. That's not one of the first names that typically comes to mind. But with this, Entertainment Weekly did get to talk to him, and he said that he is usually very confident about his performance. He had a lot of respect for what Jimmy Smits did with the role of Bail Organa, and he said the following, quote, "The Star Wars fan base is very passionate, correct? About their subject and easily likes to share their opinions. Also true. That is pretty much what the internet is lobbing criticisms of people. And so I would be lying if I said I didn't carry the weight of expectation in filling Jimmy's shoes. So I wanted to be very careful about whatever it was that I was going to do to honor the legacy of his origination of the character, but also within that, find some wiggle room to do my own thing. At the end of the day, that's sort of my criteria for taking on any role. Is there an opportunity here for me to do something that's going to be of best interest to me? Because it's of interest to me as an actor, as an artist, then the hope is the result will be of interest to an audience. But yes, with the unique set of circumstances here, there was a little bit of added pressure. So, like we discussed earlier, Jimmy Smits started in Attack of the Clones, he was in Revenge of the Sith, and then in the Disney era, after George Lucas sold to Disney, he has been in Rogue One, and he had a pretty decent-sized role in Obi-Wan Kenobi as well. And so because of this, he studied Jimmy's portrayals of the character. He had more to look at in deciding how to continue on with the character. He said, quote, "I rewatched Rogue One and Revenge of the Sith, but I'm very aware of the quality that he inherently holds that probably was responsible for casting him in the first place. He's a very elegant, graceful man, calm, there's an assuredness. There's an inherent leadership quality that he possesses. And so it was about kind of capturing the essence of his assuredness in the ability to be calm in the eye of the storm. I started lobbying very heavily to Tony to join the wedding sequence in episode 3, which was actually shot at the very end of the schedule. I know you've done this clever little reveal for Bail in episode 6, and we've already shot that and it's very effective, but it can still work in the story though. Should we not contemplate that? I have this deep and long-term friendship with my fellow Senator Mon. I mean, doesn't it make sense that I would be at the wedding showing up with the gift, he said. I love your enthusiasm, but it's an expensive idea. It's far too late for that. So, this is what he said because he was so eager to be a part of Andor that he tried to join the series earlier, even though he wasn't able to be part of a much discussed scene during that wedding sequence. Before he was even on set, he tried to get them to reshoot part of that scene so that he could be introduced in the show even sooner. So that is very interesting to see, and that really shows that he was very confident with his portrayal of the character. He didn't just want to do the assigned role, he was trying to be ambitious and get even more of it. So let me know in the comment section down below if you even noticed that Benjamin Bratt had replaced Jimmy Smits as Bail Organa, or if you thought it was a different person, different character altogether at first. Probably by the end of the series you realize that, oh yeah, hey, this is Bail Organa, it's just being portrayed by a different actor and not Jimmy Smits. But let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. Let me know if you realized it, or if me telling you was your realization of it and you have to go back and rewatch it. But that does it for me here in this video. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, may the Force be with you, and may God bless you.